morning, Yuri.
Yuri, you're such a sleepyhead.
Looks like I overslept a little.
Is that all your work?
Sounds like we're all good.
Here you go.
You pulled it off. Now we just need Judy and Estelle.
Here I am. Good morning, everyone.
Oh, morning, Judith.
Were you able to get in touch with
Yes, but you won't like what he told me about Zaude. He says it's a place that must be left undisturbed.
I wonder why.
Such an encouraging send-off.
Well, it's not like we can just say, oh, thanks for telling us. Alexei's at Zaude. And I'm really not in a...
We can't just turn... You're right. Pharaoh will...
We already came this far. We can't stop now.
Besides, if we just ignore it...
That's the spirit.
Estelle won't be coming. She can't fight anymore.
Wait, you don't mean...
The control was a success. But she needs to avoid air interference in order to keep her power from...
Huh? But all Blastia need air to work, don't they?
Yes. So I tried the same thing as Raven.
Using her own life energy for power.
Are you serious? I really wouldn't
I couldn't find any other way. At least she can use formulas without worrying about air. But it's not just controlling the power of the child of the full moon. Even Arts will use her life. She could be in serious danger if she had...
Oh, no!
So she won't be coming with us anymore.
And was she okay with that?
No.
Estelle!
Hey! You're just here to see us off, right?
Rita, I'm sorry.
What did I tell you? You could go on living with no problem if you just wouldn't use them.
I sat up all night thinking about what you... At first I thought, finally.
Yeah, you've suffered an...
Thank you, Rita. You all are risking your lives to fight. Knowing that, my only choice...
Estelle.
There are still things I can... So I'm asking you,
I want to tell you now, but you did...
Yes, and she doesn't really live...
Ah, let's take her. Nobody likes having their friends
Yeah, we'll all...
We're gonna blow that scoundrel away!
Promise me I'll never forgive you if you...
All right.
Try...
Thank goodness.
Huh? Prince Yoder and...
My, what an honor for His Highness to see us off.
There you go again with that. You may have already heard, but the supply of ships has been delayed. Under normal circumstances, the Knights should be the ones taking the initiative as head of the Empire.
Don't sweat it. It's not like we're doing this for the...
This may be a bit presumptuous, but I would like to ask that you...
Huh?
Your Highness. At this moment, both in name and in substance, Flynn is the greatest... I am sure that he will be of great use to you. But I'm... As soon as the Knights are ready, I will send them after you. You should be able... Besides, are you not the one who desires most...
Your Highness.
I, Eoder Argrios Hirasain, Imperial Knight Flynn Shifo, join forces with the Guild.
Yes, sir. You heard His Highness.
Even if I refused, you'd still come along, wouldn't you?
So our next problem is just how to go about actually getting to Zaude.
That's already been handled, right, Judy? Yes, of course. We still have that important...
Oh.
I told you, he's Yep, we'll be able to use the Fiertiat.
So everything's ready. This is it, the final battle.
Yeah.
Advance form!
Cerebral form!
You're dead in the water. Put some spirit into it.
What are you up to?
Well, you know how Patty switches up her fighting style in the middle of battle?
We thought we might be able to do the same thing, so we asked for a lesson.
I don't think that's something that can be taught. You have to be born with a style that unique.
No, Yuri. You start practicing with the others. You
never know till you at least try.
I'm not so sure.
Nonsense! Keep a positive mental attitude.
You could be right. Here goes. Critical form!
Haha! Victory is mine!
We lost! Yuri, this is all your fault!
Choosing critical like that? I thought you played it cooler than that.
Carolyn Raven, you owe me your gels for a while. Yuri, you get a thank you kiss.
You were betting on me?
So that's Zaude.
It's sort of shaped like a ring.
Anybody with fingers big enough for that wouldn't have any trouble taking over the world.
There's no way Alexei could fit that on his...
I wonder if we'll get in without being seen. Whoa, look!
Pharaoh. But Pharaoh's one of the strongest in Telekea.
And even he couldn't do anything to it. What did we...
It reconstituted itself by manipulating the air. What processing speed?
Is that the power Alexei...
Let's go in from below. Pharaoh's doing all the work. But at least he's got Alexei looking up for now.
Pharaoh.
What's the matter, Patty?
I haven't been in battle much at all lately. Am I of no use to you anymore?
I think you may be taking things too hard.
I'm completely useless to anyone.
That's not true at all. You're our secret weapon, Patty. The ace up our sleeve.
Really? The ace up our sleeve?
Right. That means you have to hold back and wait for just the right moment. And right at that critical moment, you deliver. That's why we don't use you for trivial stuff.
Wow.
So you see, it's nothing to be glum about. Just make sure you're ready when we need you.
Aye, aye! You bet I'll be ready.
You do have your work cut out for you.
Man, up close, this thing...
Is this really one big Blastia?
It's gotta be a Hopeland Blastia designed to threaten everyone in...
It must possess unimaginable...
Hey, look! It's a ship!
Is it the Knights?
No, I can't believe they'd make it here this fast. It's probably the Royal...
That must mean... Yep, the entrance is closely guarded.
They're swarming like zero.
There aren't that many. We could blow them away before they knew what hit them.
Easy. We're not here to get no. Let's see if there isn't some other way. There's a breeze.
Leave it to me!
Are we going to enter through here?
It might not be what you're used to as a knight, but yeah.
Rita, don't worry.
Please, I'm not...
You clearly are.
Oh, shut up!
You're the only one
Got it!
Wonderful. Let's...
Flynn, aren't you tired from all that fighting?
It's far from enough to wear me out.
Is it just me, or does combat seem to invigorate him? Like a couple other people I could name.
Who?
Who indeed?
I didn't get as many chances to fight at the front after I rose to captain. This is an opportunity to keep myself in fighting form.
Whatever excuse you come up with, you're still a fighting maniac.
I've never been called a fighting maniac before.
And here I was thinking Flynn was normal.
She doesn't think we're normal.
Shocking, right?
What sort of person did you believe me to be, Rita?
Huh? Why ask now?
I mean, I never would have thought you'd think one of Yuri's friends was normal.
Yeah, you really are Yuri's type.
I'm right here, both of you.
I'd like to know one thing before we begin this battle. Just how strong is this Commandant?
I heard he earned his knighthood when he won a royal tournament during the previous emperor's reign.
I got to cross swords with him once, and that didn't last more than 3 minutes.
His title is more than mere decoration. His skill puts him well above his fellow knights.
He's the strongest among them, huh?
And don't forget, he's surrounded by his royal guard.
None of this sounds very promising.
Hey, we've got De Nomos, don't we?
Besides, we've been through all kinds of stuff together on this journey.
Yeah, we're tighter than any kind of guard, royal or not.
All right, so say we handle the royal guard. It's still a coin toss in the end.
I guess we'll never be too prepared when it comes to facing Alexei.
Any error will likely cost lives.
Right. We'll have to give it everything we've got.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Let us take caution.
was so easy.
So Pharaoh's been absorbing air too. Is he trying to restabilize it?
We owe him one for keeping the fight up this long.
No, I don't think that's it. My guess is he's taking in all that air to disable Zaude's power source.
That way he'll be able to mess with Alexei's plans, right?
Right. Right, Judith?
Who? Me? What was the question?
Never mind.
It'll be easy if we can just get inside. We'll stop everything in one shot.
Wish it were that easy, kid. But we'll be up to our ears in traps and royal guards.
Gotta admire his confidence.
Do you really mean that?
Pharaoh, please be okay.
We've seen plenty of Blastia so far. But this one's in a different class altogether.
If this was made at the end of the Garayo civilization, it may contain clues to all their technology.
Chances are pretty good if the building we saw in that relief in Myorzo is actually Zaude.
So is there a connection between the Cataclysm and the Autophagos?
If it does come from the end of the Garayo civilization, maybe it can turn back the Autophagos.
I wonder if that's why they carved the relief. It all adds up, but I keep going back to Pharaoh's words.
About disturbing Zaude? Thinking about it isn't likely to get us anywhere. We just have to go on.
Sorry, but you're going bye-bye.
Dragon Sword!
Priest of innocent waters!
Dragon Sword!
Like this! Dragon Sword! Liberation! Burn the very soul of
Dragon Sword!
Burning
havoc! Come forth, spirits of the wind!
Disturbing power now unleashed! Meet thy judgment upon the evil before thee!
You picked the wrong...
This should be some fine training.
I guess I'll go easy on them.
Dragon Sword!
O caprice of innocent waters! That's no good! Grant them thy undefiled purity!
There's still a lack of...
I feel like an easy win.
Don't get careless.
Dragon Sword!
Spread thy alluring snare and deliver thy enemies unto me.
Dragon Sword!
O blade of noble light, overpower even indestructible flickering blaze, burn!
You picked the wrong people...
When someone as strong as Pharaoh tells you not to go messing with Zaude, makes you wonder.
I wish he'd use regular words when he talked, though.
Definitely. If it's really all that dangerous, you'd think he'd want to make himself clear.
Maybe it was something Pharaoh had difficulty expressing in his own way. He did take the time to warn us. That shows at least some concern for our well-being, right?
You mean that maybe he's warmed up to us a bit?
Yes.
I've been wondering about this for a while now.
What?
How come the Royal Guard is so...
That's true.
Well, did you know that most of the Imperial Knights are taken as...
Yeah, I wish I could forget.
Well, the Royal Guard protects the Emperor, and they're made up...
Hasn't it been several years since we've had an...
Exactly. In that time, the Commandant...
It doesn't seem like that'd be enough to turn them into such...
Well, the ideals he offered them were lead our empire to prosperity.
They were all so enamored with him, earnestly believing his every... Even now, I imagine they believe in him.
But if you realize what kind of person he is, Flynn, then why can't they...
The world would probably be a better place if all those guys figured out the truth on their...
Looking at Flynn, I can say, there's a knight captain. But it's really hard to picture Raven in charge of a bunch of knights.
I don't think it's possible until he gets rid of that shady aura he carries around.
It could be that he's only concealing his knightly dignity to complete his disguise as Raven.
I don't know if he and Dignity have even been in the same room together.
Captain Schwan was a man of grace and honor. His skills were renowned, which kept him on constant secret missions. Every knight knew his name, and nearly everyone envied his ability to carry out his duties with poise.
Huh? Is that true?
And while he was scrupulous, he knew how to care for those under him, so he always had their trust.
After seeing 3 of them, I can see he was well-liked.
The more I hear about him, the further he seems from that old man.
That's why I'm telling you, I'm not Schwan.
When did he get here?
Listen to yourselves, carrying on as though nobody's around.
But sometimes you do say things that Captain Schwan would. You continue to carry his quality, however quietly.
Knock that off, would you?
Let's eliminate them!
So is that okay?
Beautiful.
Raven?
What you need, lad?
I know this is a subject you would like to avoid, but I want to ask you something as a knight.
Why would Schwan obey Alexei's orders? Is it?
I cannot believe Captain Schwan would be so blind as to miss the nefariousness of Alexei's deeds.
You put too much stock into Schwan. His head was as empty as a tin soldier's. The Schwan that would fulfill his duty like a puppet died a decade ago.
That would not change, even if he knew what he does now?
Well, I don't think he would have seen a blasty of that size coming. But he still might have followed Alexei to the last. But you never can know, can you?
Is the reason you wish to settle things now because you have chosen to live as Raven?
There are some folks who took this old man seriously. So I guess I can't die just yet. But if I'm gonna live on, then I've got to make up for what Schwan did.
So a fortuitous encounter changed you.
That's putting it a bit dramatic.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I can't believe we're in...
Carol wait.
Huh?
Get out here. You're too old for hide and seek.
Bravo! Splendid! Such keen intuition, such...
Jaeger! What is it this time? Are you gonna...
Yeah! Oh, yeah. I will...
Just which way's the wind blowing with this guy, eh?
Have you forgotten, my pretties? Things were destined to end this way between us.
Is this another trap?
It's just like you said, so let's do what enemies do.
You are correct.
Bring it.
Terribly sorry, but friendship does not last an eternity.
Whatever your reasons are, you could still help us defeat Alexei.
Now that is a fantasy.
You're right. Let's finish this.
Hear the symphony of my attack! Well, aren't you something? I suppose it's time.
Is he just like...
He's just showing off.
Wait, that's... a Hermes bl...
So that's the ace up his sleeve.
How can all these people just use Glastia like that?
I will send anyone who gazes on this to the deepest abyss.
I don't think so.
Hurry up and yield to me, otherwise you will die here.
You're the one going to hell.
This battle with you will make my heart a legend.
I'm not done yet.
Have fun. Idiots! All of them! Stronger and...
Wunderbar.
You know, I'm not really one for vengeance and all, but this is for the Don.
Be careful. He might still have something up his...
No. These sleeves are empty.
Your chest. Did Alexei...
I wonder...
Why? Why did you fight with nothing? And no...
Ha, goodbye.
Wait, where's Alexei? What?
Why?
Leviathan's claw. What a...
Hey.
They were both crying.
What was that all...
He was... But maybe he also...
Alexei, your transgressions against Lady Estellise and Captain Schwan shall not go unpunished. But I cannot believe your vision was entirely lies. Before we battle, I want to know why this happened.
If
If you keep making a face like that, you'll scare away all the fish.
Forgive me. Thinking of the upcoming fight against Alexei makes me tense.
I know how you feel. I've got a score to settle with Alexei myself.
We're all alike on that point.
But Alexei isn't around at the moment, so relax and have yourself a skewer or two.
Good idea.
What do you say, Flynn? My skewers can't be beat.
I shall relish eating them.
Jaeger.
You and he were in the same position, but took entirely different paths in life.
Yeah, one of us stayed with the Knights, and the other became a guild chief. Both of us ended up spineless men that did whatever we were told. I was only with the Don because I was ordered to be there.
Is that true?
I was sent in undercover to spy on the Union. The Don caught on, of course, but he let the whole thing slide.
He was like, if you're after my head, then try me anytime.
Patty, that sums it up nicely. There's no hiding from you.
And your pride kept you beholden to the Union as well.
Exactly. I was leading a double life. I'm a mess of a man, I'll say.
Perhaps if Jaeger met up with the Don, his course might have changed as well. This looks just like...
Oh, what's that?
This is the Maristella.
That's the Maristella? The treasure that you've been...
What? Seriously? Never imagined.
I've been searching for it for so long.
Well, what are you gonna do next? Weren't you gonna use that?
But now's not the time.
Wait, but wasn't I free?
Now's hardly the time to be excited.
We need to hurry up and beat...
With all the henchmen he's got, why would Jaeger come alone?
Well, he did have his 2 lady friends with him.
Though they didn't attack us.
Who knows? Maybe he thought dying would be the easiest way to solve his problems.
What do you mean?
I'm not too sure myself.
Let's eliminate them! Wavering darkness! Blah, blah, blah. Wilson Flash! Flickering blaze! Fireball!
Concentrate our efforts.
Watch my back.
Dragon Sword! Dragon Sword!
That's no good!
Dragon Sword!
Disturbing power now unleashed!
Dragon Sword!
Come on, spirits of the
Man, I want some more.
Guess there's no looking back now.
We're taking Alexei down. It's that simple.
We can't let the world become any more chaotic than it already is.
It's up to us to stop him.
Everything we've done is for this moment.
Every one of us is ready for whatever may happen. Let's do this!
I feel like an easy win.
Let us take caution.
Dragon!
Delivering snare and immortality's unchanged.
Dragon
Burn the very souls of my enemies.
That will suffice.
I don't care what rock you crawled out from. Bring it!
Dragon!
Odin of the promised land. Starblast! Crescent Moon! Incandescent focus. Annihilate the vulgar before these.
Dragon!
Graduates!
said something about finding a treasure earlier. What was it?
It's the Mare Stella. Having it in my hands really hoists my honor among pirates.
Ruth's honor? Is it really that special? That little thing?
It's not only small. If I have an itch on my head, I can use it to scratch it.
You can?
And if I polish it enough, I can use it as a mirror and find any food stuck on my face.
That too?
And if I whirl it around just so, it becomes a deadly weapon.
And even that? Wait, what am I saying? Why do I always get caught up in your spell, Patty?
Merely one of the powers of this symbol.
Really?
You'll fall for anything, won't you?
I can't figure this out. Man, what a pain.
Why would anyone bother to set up such complicated mechanisms on the ocean floor?
It's a common way to keep intruders out.
The Shy Coast ruins were the same way. Places only certain people could enter, that kind of stuff.
So only people who know the correct steps can enter?
Exactly. But if we rack our brains a little, we should be able to figure it out.
So why haven't we figured it out yet?
You tell us, Captain. You're the master puzzle solver.
What? Since when?
Since now. So put on your thinking cap and figure this out.
I can't believe this.
This should be some fine training.
Don't get careless.
Dragon!
Well done.
Flickering blaze,
A caprice of innocent waters.
There's no way we're gonna lose.
I'll take him out.
It's nothing personal.
Dragon Sword! Dragon Sword!
A blade of noble light, overpowering an indestructible evil. Flickering blaze, burn!
So is that okay?
The dog's looking a little spooked.
It's okay, Rapide.
Why do you look so happy, Rita?
Who, me?
Rapide being scared makes you happy. Huh.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, he's just a little nervous around water, that's all.
Exactly. So being on the seafloor is a bit intense for him, right?
A little tough, huh?
This'll make good practice.
Let us take caution.
Wavering darkness.
Was I a little hard on you?
This looks like fun.